What's up, guys? Danger Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel here, Danger speaking, and today I got a deck update for you guys. So, I recently posted a deck list for a deck I was calling fieldspell.deck. And I've done a little more playtesting with it and decided to change a few things out. So, I'm going to show you guys the updated deck list today as well. It has a side deck now. So I'm going to be testing it in some more competitive style duels soon to give you guys even more feedback on it. So let's get started. I literally changed the extra deck and the main deck, and of course I added the sides, so let's set those up there for now. First off, you have the Trickstar engine, which is super important. 3 Candina, 3 Late Stage, and 3 Reincarnation. One of the most important engines in this deck. It's the one that seems to come up the most. I mean, I normally end up drawing into Candina or Late Stage. Normally Late Stage is what I search out with the Terraforming. If I've already got an Alistair in hand, I search out Late Stage, get the Candina, so I can set up next turn. It's just really important. Next we have the Invoked engine. So 3 Alistair, 3 Invocation, 3 Magical Meltdowns. Meltdown searches Alistair, Alistair searches Invocation, Invocation goes Fusion Crazy. Everyone knows how that works. It's really helpful. I can play out stuff that really just shuts things down. Really powerful. I also have a small Nightmare engine consisting of Ibli in the main deck at 3, and then a few of the Nightmare extra link monsters, or, well, extra deck monsters. Is kind of interesting. Still in the early stages of playtesting it, but so far it appears that I may have to switch up a couple of things between the side and the extra, but other than that, it's working fine. As well, I also have a small Brilliant engine in here. So 2 Brilliants, 2 Garnet. I'm actually thinking of going to 3 Brilliant, just so I can draw into it easier, because Seraphonite is so important in this deck. Getting that second normal summon off to keep linking away, really big. Then for hand traps, 3 Ghost Ogre, 3 Ash, 3 Droll, same as before. I don't think I'm ever going to edit that out. If anything, I may drop an Ash if Ash becomes less important this format, which I highly doubt it will. Droll is super important in this. Like, I cannot stress it enough. And of course, Ghost Ogre's Ghost Ogre. Just start clearing things. On to the regular spells now. 3 Terraforming, and that's got to be in there because you're running 2 different field spells. You got to be able to get to either one when you need them. 3 Scapegoats to help out with link summoning. 3 Desires to dig through the deck. Most everything in the deck's at 3, so it doesn't hurt that much when you banish something. Then 2 Instant Fusion because it makes it a little easier to get into the fusions. And then 1 Shared Ride. I haven't actually got to play it yet. I think at 1 it's not enough. Possibly, but just an idea. Then, of course, the trap lineup. The rest of it is still the same. 2 Evenlies and 2 Impermanents. It's the same ratio as it was before. I actually really like this. I may even be taking out an Evenly Matched and or siding them away. Just because they're always dead when I get them. I'm normally going first. I'm normally setting up with a half-decent board. And the Evenly Matched is pretty well worthless to me if I get stuck going first, which this deck does a lot. So I may end up siding those out, but for now they're still around. Let's move on to the extra deck now. So for the extra deck, I have 2 Makava, 2 Kalyuga, and 2 Seraphonite, same on the fusions. Still a single Baguska as well. But where the changes come from is I now have 2 Link Karibo, in there. One Ib, one Nightmare Goblin, one Nightmare Phoenix, and one Nightmare Unicorn. That's the small Nightmare engine I'm running. I was thinking about taking out Ib and replacing it with Griffin, but I like the fact that Ib is a dual directional on the bottom. When you're running fusions, you need to be able to pop them out of the way. As well, also one Firewall, one Borreload. Probably going to take out Firewall if it gets banned. I don't get into it very often. More often, I'm summoning the Firewall Dragon. It's just, or more often I'm summoning the Borreload Dragon than the Firewall. It's kind of just how it works. Firewall isn't giving me enough advantage where Borreload can continue my plays on the next turn. Really happy with the Nightmare engine. The only issue I have is they're susceptible to Effect Veiler, Impermanence, and, of all things, Fiendish Chain. Played a match against the guy recently, and he Fiendish Chained Goblin and, he Fiendish Chained both Goblin and Phoenix, and it's like, can I draw a card, please? Luckily, he Fiendish Chained as soon as I summoned the Goblin, so I didn't have to discard for it, but he did hit my Phoenix when I discarded the Activate effect. For the side deck, I have the Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion, 2 Sphere Mode Raws, and the 3 Kaijus I had before, Daddy Gameciu, Kumungus, and Raiden. I took out the rest of the Kaiju engine. It's just, I was barely ever drawing into it. It wasn't helping me with anything, because the field spell does nothing to me. I also have the remainder of the Links in here. The Link Spider that moved out, the Nigrasu, and the Decode Talker that used to be in the extra deck are now in the side deck in case I need them. As well, they're supplemented by 1 Nightmare Mermaid, 1 Nightmare Cerberus, and 1 Nightmare Griffin. I've actually contemplated, again, moving the Cerberus in and replacing the Ib, but I like Ib's double back row. Or double side row, I mean. Then 2 Called by the Grave, just to slow things down a bit more, and 1 Instant Fusion. I was contemplating running a 3rd Instant Fusion, so I may side it in, side it out, depending, for testing ideas. What do you guys think of this? I know it's a little different than you guys expected, but it's getting better. The hardest part about this is probably going to be getting things like Firewall and the Evenly Matched, as well as some of the rarities of things. Like, I want to run the ultimate rares if I can, but they're a little hard to get to. Ooh. Yeah, as you can tell, everything is still in proxy mode. I haven't begun to unproxy things yet. But I will eventually get started on that. I have started picking up a few things. I have a couple Brilliant Fusions. I have a single Garnet from Dual Terminal now. So really excited about that, to start throwing that in. As well, I do own a single Ghost Bell and a single Impermanence already, so that's actually pretty good. I've got the Desires, the Scapegoats. I really want to run Ultimate Terraformings. They just look beautiful. They make the sky just looks beautiful in them. I own 0 Droll, so that's an issue. Ghost Ogres and Ashes, I need 1 more of each. Again, I really want to run Ultimate Rare Brilliance, but I will run the Secrets if I have to. That's just probably how it's going to have to go. But as always, guys, please tell me what you think. It's so far turning out to be quite a fun deck to play. Really enjoy it. And I think you guys might too. There was a couple of you guys that were interested in testing theories last time I posted a video, so this is why the update's here. As always though, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. As a note, I will be attempting to play this at the 200th YCS if I can get all the cards. And yes, I am going to the 200th YCS. I will make sure that I get there. That is super important to me, to be able to go to that event. Really excited to see what the mat is going to be this year. At the 150, it was a Blue Eyes mat, which I was really psyched about, but it was unfortunately unable to go. Hoping this year is going to be something like Trickstars. Anyways, though, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And this is the Danger Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel, signing off.